Let's jump right in. Today, we're popping the hood on viral content creation in this explainer. We're going to deconstruct an incredibly detailed AI prompt to figure out exactly how this hyper-realistic, super engaging documentary content is engineered from literal scratch. You know those breathtaking, kind of mysterious clips that just flood your feed and keep you completely glued to the screen? Well, if you've ever wondered how AI pulls that off, you'll definitely want to stick around. We are unpacking the whole architecture right now.
Okay, part one, the grand illusion. Just look at this tension. We've got an immediate, totally jarring juxtaposition here. A thriving billion-dollar metropolis pitted right up against an abandoned ghost town. The creator knows exactly what they're doing. Human psychology is naturally drawn to drastic contrasts. By pairing ultimate success and wealth with sudden, unexplained abandonment, it creates a massive hook. It grabs your attention instantly, right? To actually build out this illusion, the prompter targets very specific macro elements. We're talking those breathtaking aerial drone shots, luxury skyscrapers, expensive hotels, sprawling shopping malls, complex highways, and brilliant city lights. Why? Because aerial perspectives trigger a psychological sense of scale and power. It establishes a visual landscape of endless opportunity, incredible wealth, and vibrant life. Basically, it's setting the highest possible stakes before completely pulling the rug out from under us.
Which brings us to part two, the sudden vanishing. Once we hit the ground level, the whole vibe abruptly shifts to empty streets and abandoned cars. Seeing this gives you a visceral reaction because it completely goes against our fundamental understanding of what a city is for. It's an immediate visual shock designed specifically to make you stop scrolling and ask, wait, where did everybody go? But the architecture of this prompt doesn't just leave us on the outside looking in. Oh no, it forces the camera to peer into intimate spaces, revealing deserted homes and forgotten belongings just left behind. It's a masterful stroke, honestly. By showing personal items abandoned mid-use, the AI generates a scenario that looks as if everyone vanished without a single warning. It creates this incredibly eerie sense of an interrupted life, adding a heavy layer of human tragedy to the sheer scale of the city. So these massive structures we saw earlier, they're suddenly no longer symbols of commerce and ambition. Instead, they are towering, silent graveyards. The AI is explicitly instructed to turn the bustling hearts of industry, office buildings, empty schools, abandoned airports, into silent monuments to a totally forgotten past. Moving into sections 3, haunting environmental storyteller. Now check out the absolute precision of this mapping. The prompt instructions don't just lazily say, make it look old. No, luxury apartments must be explicitly dust-covered. Streetlights are flickering to show failing infrastructure. Clocks are broken and frozen in time, symbolizing the exact moment the vanishing happened. Roads are overgrown by nature, and you've got newspapers blowing through empty streets to add this dynamic, lonely motion. In AI content generation, texture is the storyteller. These hyper-specific, micro-level details create deep mystery and highlight the abandoned wealth, all without generating a single human actor. It is pure visual storytelling through decay. All right, section 4, engineering cinematic atmosphere. If you want top-tier output, you have to use what we call algorithmic-style anchors. Think of these as cheat codes. They force the AI into generating a highly realistic, instantly recognizable aesthetic. By literally typing in phrases like Netflix documentary quality or National Geographic style cinematography, it works perfectly. Why? Because the AI has ingested millions of hours of that exact branded content. It already knows the precise lighting, framing, and pacing those networks use, so it pulls from that vast training data to guarantee epic, emotional visuals. And right alongside those anchors, we get a rapid-fire list of strict technical directives. We're talking photorealistic, ultra-detailed, 4K HDR with cinematic color grading. Stacking these specs leaves absolutely zero room for the AI to mess up or generate something cartoonish. It basically forces the algorithm into a corner of dramatic high realism. Throw in demands for atmospheric fog, mysterious shadows, and dark storm clouds, and boom, you have a perfectly engineered recipe for an ominous atmosphere. Finally, section 5, the voiceover hook. Imagine a city worth billions of dollars, filled with luxury, opportunity, and life. Then one day, almost overnight, everyone disappeared. Streets fell silent, buildings stood empty, and one of the world's most ambitious cities became a ghost town. Notice how perfectly that audio mirrors the visual contrast we've been talking about this whole time? It grounds you in luxury and life before immediately ripping it away. It guides you from a state of awe right into profound unease in just a handful of carefully selected sentences. The audio and the visuals are working in total lockstep. And the whole shebang culminates right here. This entire visual masterpiece of atmospheric fog, frozen clocks, and sweeping drone shots is engineered and perfectly timed with that scripted voiceover just to drop one final lingering question. What happened here? The creator leaves us completely in suspense, ensuring we're absolutely hooked and demanding a resolution. It's a brilliant, highly calculated blueprint for engagement. But it really begs a bigger question. As these prompts become even more sophisticated, how long until we literally can't tell the difference between a real historical documentary and a grand illusion engineered by a few lines of text? Are you ready for a feed where seeing is no longer believing?